Do you recall Ms. Parker's statement?
Yes.
Tell me the tenor of that statement.
I remember it being a lengthy statement, and being a, I guess what you call intense statement because of the, I guess, activity or involvement with the IEP process.
How would you describe intense?
Just long, to me, and trying to grab an understanding of what she actually did in the IEP process.
Was Ms. Parker upset?
I remember her being maybe upset.
And you remember going off the record?
I don't remember going off the record.
And when she became upset, do you recall her asking for an attorney?
I don't remember her asking for an attorney.
And do you recall her being told that she could not have an attorney?
I don't recall that.
Now, you don't recall going off the record, but you have reviewed her statement, have you not?
I've not read her statement.
Okay. So you don't know that there's times when the statement stops and is taken away?
I don't remember it.
You don't remember that? Do you recall her telling Ms. Parker that she was going to be fired?
I don't remember.
And do you recall you telling Ms. Parker that she was going to lose her license to teach?
I remember.
You remember that?
Yes.
Tell me the circumstances of that.
At some point, I believe in the statement, I can't remember the fact, but there were a few facts that were not, I guess I could have to say, not clearly stated or stated correctly in her statement. And we, at that point, tried to get clarification from her about it. And I responded that way.
Okay. What exactly did you tell her?
Something to that effect. You would be in jeopardy of losing your license, or you're going to lose your license. Something along those lines. I can't remember the direct quote.
And what was the reason that she would lose her license?
It would appear, I think that I remember it being something that she did that was against school board regulations.
And are you familiar with licensing law?
At the time, I had reviewed a few things, but not, not anything legal, but just as having been abreast of the IEP process at that point. Yeah, that was my interpretation.
Okay, so you believe that because she might have violated a school board regulation, she was in jeopardy of losing her license?
I did.
And you still believe that today?
I don't remember the circumstances to the detail that I did then.
Now, when you said you were trying, let's try that. When you said that she was not stating things correctly, what do you mean by correctly?
I think at some point we had determined certain things, and I think it was evident that they were a fact at that point, and gave her the opportunity to clarify it, which is I think what happened, and she responded in a way that was at that point I think untruthful, and we tried to give her an opportunity to clarify, and she didn't.
In fact, what you were trying to do was to change her previous testimony.
Objection.
No, it wasn't.
Well, she testified as to something you disagreed with,
Right.
and you were giving her an opportunity to change her statement.
We gave her an opportunity to clarify what she meant when she stated what she stated.
And did she clarify it?
I can't remember whether she did or not.
When you mean clarify it, what did you expect from her?
I guess for her to explain her answer better. That's what I was expecting.
Well, if she was testifying untruthfully, according to you, then you would have expected her to change her testimony, correct?
No, I just wanted her to clarify what she said.
Well, what's clarification when it was untruthful? More untruth, or what exactly did you expect?
What I thought at that time was the apparent truth to me.
Okay, so she was giving you an untruth according to you, and you wanted the truth.
Right.
So you wanted her to change your testimony from what you believe was an untruth to what you believe was a truth.
I think her testimony was not necessarily couched in untruth, and I don't think that she may have, realized that she stated something the way she stated it. And in all honesty, I would have liked her to clarify what she said, and that's just my perspective. And I don't think she did that well.
She didn't change her testimony.
She didn't clarify to my liking.
Okay. Again, you're using the word clarify. What you were really wanting her to do was change what she had said to what you believe was the truth.
I'm sorry, I can't agree with you on that.
Well, you believe she was being untruthful, correct?
I believe she said something that she needed to clarify, and in her clarification became untruthful. That's what I believe.
Her clarification became untruthful?
Right.
So when you asked her to clarify, then she became untruthful?
I don't remember the detail of the situation like I stated before, but I do believe at that point I surmised she had been untruthful at some point in our conversation,
Okay.
in her statement.
And in fact, you accused her of committing perjury.
I did not use those words.
Who did?
I don't know.
Somebody in the room accused her of committing perjury.
Check the form.
I don't remember that.
And in fact, she didn't change her testimony, correct?
I don't remember whether she did or didn't.
Well, she didn't clarify, but you wanted her to clarify. You quotation marks, right?
Right.
So she didn't add anything to her previous
She
testimony.
continued to talk, but I don't know whether it satisfies clarification.
And when she continued to talk, she continued to say the same thing she had previously said.
I can't recall.
Now, when you say you can't recall, you do recall that she never clarified those issues that you wanted her to
I
clarify.
honestly can't recall whether she continued to talk and made a better reasoning. Can't.
Now, at some point, Mr. Rosen stood up and banged his hands on the table. What caused that outbreak?
I don't remember the portion of the testimony that caused it.
Was he upset about her testimony?
I would say so.
And he loudly told her that.
I can't remember the tone of his voice, but I could remember surmising that he may have been upset.
Okay. And when he banged on the table, was that when he accused her of committing perjury?
I can't remember.
Did anybody in the room ever threaten with having her arrested for perjury?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember her being given an opportunity to change her testimony, or she would be arrested?
I don't remember it.
No.